Well, an astronaut not really, but I was always fascinated with space, other worlds, the spacecraft and visiting the stars, yeah, that's for sure. It's a mix of many things, so I started studying computer scientist in Malaga, in the south of Spain. Then I moved to Madrid to do master and PhD thesis on automation and robotics, working with drones, autonomous navigation for drones and autonomous driving. And then when I was finishing the PhD, with a baby also of only 3 months, me and my wife were discussing, okay, where to go, what next. I came to Luxembourg and starting the activities on autonomous navigation for drones. So I'm now successfully and glad to say that we have a group of almost 30 people working on space robotics after less than 2.5 years. I fall in love in Luxembourg not only for the beautiful city and the green country, but also because the way that research is done in University of Luxembourg and especially in the research center of SNT. Yeah, we work really close to companies, developing what we can say practical or really industrial-oriented research. Yeah? And if we go to space, it's even more fascinating, yeah, because we are talking about companies that are planning to send robots to the moon or robots to space or deep space, and be part of this, developing some algorithms that is really amazing, a dream, I would say. We are here in the Lunar Lab. This is one of the labs that I created. So the idea here is to simulate the visual appearance of the moon, of the surface of the moon. So then we can test with robots how they can localize themselves, understand where they are, and then going from one point to another and explore the area. Yeah? Because you have to take into account that on Earth we have GPS, so we can localize ourselves using GPS, but the moon don't have it. Yeah? Also, on Earth we have many things around that robots and with the different sensors can identify and then say, okay, I'm in this place, on that place, and I am this distance to that thing. Here, as you see in the Lunar Lab, the surface of the moon is quite gray. So, and then it's, well, we have the regolith, that is the dust on the surface of the moon, and we have different rocks here and there, but the environment is quite homogeneous regarding the computer visions or the images that a camera can get. And that is, of course, a very big challenge. Yeah? So here in the Lunar Lab, we try to emulate this scenario. We have also what is called a motion capture system, that is a set of cameras that give us information in order to validate and evaluate all our algorithms. Yeah? So we work here on algorithms for identifying the environment and then how to move, how to plan a trajectory in order to go from one point to another, and later how to follow this trajectory. And all this without crashing, without getting stuck on the moon or in a crater, and all these kind of eventual issues that we can have. In both cases, we don't have GPS. So there are many similarities. I would talk more about the similarities, even if you can see, of course, red planet and gray moon, of course, that's colors, but then the surface have rocks, craters, hills, up and down. So then it's kind of visually appearance is quite similar, yeah? However, then the conditions are completely different, like the atmosphere and the gravity are different, and then there are other research to be done regarding the terra mechanics, so the interaction of the wheels and with the surface. However, for autonomous navigation, as I mentioned in the previous questions, There are many algorithms that can be used from robotics on Earth to Moon and furthermore to Mars. And also we have to consider Moon, or what I like to say, is like the playground to go to Mars. Yes, indeed. I like to say that robotics is going to be the disrupting technology to the future of the space race. Yeah. Why? This is because, well, Moon is not a nice environment for humans, even for robots, electronic equipment. Because of the radiation, because of the big changes on the temperature, also Mars is not a nice place to stay for a weekend for humans. So we need a specific infrastructure in order that humans can be there. Yeah. Bringing all this infrastructure from Earth is really expensive. Yeah. The most expensive part of the mission going to the Moon is the fuel of the rocket. Yeah. So then the key point here, and this is what Luxembourg is pushing a lot, in a very smart way, I would say, is the use of space resources. That means on the Moon there are a lot of material that we can use, to construct, for example, a human habitat. And we can extend missions there. Yeah? So this is like ISS, the International Space Station, was sent pieces by pieces from Earth, but we cannot replicate this model on the Moon. Yeah? We really need to send some objects, some basic structure, but we need to use the resources. So this is what is called in situ space resource utilization. And we need to do this, and we are not expecting that a human go there and start walking on the Moon and taking some rocks and build a house. Yeah, we need the robots to do that. Yeah, and that's the reason that robotics is disrupting in technology for the next steps. That is really important, yeah, because we see now that all these space robotics missions or the planetary exploration are controlled from Earth. Yeah, so this the U-22 is going to have the possibility to go a maximum speed of 200 meters per hour. However, in 2 years, have been operated for a little bit more, 4,000 hours. Because of the limitation of the Moon, but also was not able to do more than 600 meters in 2 years. Yeah. So what it is because you need to get all the information to the user on the ground station, analyze the data, and then send the commands. And of course, they have only one robot there, and they don't want to damage, so they have to really planify everything very precisely. Well, with the one on Mars, it's even worse because the delay is bigger, and it's going at a maximum speed of 32 meters per hour. Yeah, and then the distance are really small. So how we can get more of these robots is to introducing a higher level of autonomy. Yeah, and this need to be done with artificial intelligence, machine learning techniques, reinforcement learning, and these are the main topics that we are researching in our space robotics research group. If we don't define one day the time frame, I would say yes. If you ask me if I will see then, well, I expect to see humans on the Moon for more than a weekend. That's as we already saw in the past, and then having kind of a time spent like they're doing in the ISS, maybe a little bit shorter. Yeah. That's, I believe, I will see it. Yeah? And then for having Moon with a tourist resort, that's maybe a little bit on the edge. And having people on Mars, I'm convinced that this will happen, but I don't think I will see it.